New Testament. You read the Old Testament for the last hour and a half. Why don't you read John 3:16?
I'll read that for you. You got it. You got it. You got it. Your request has been granted. Right? Not right now, though. Which we did read out of the New Testament, so the whole fact of us, it's not like we don't believe in the New Testament. We can cancel that out because he read in Acts, right? Revelation, so St. John, but we will go on there. We're going to take it to
Verse 4. Will a lion roar in the forest when he has no prey? Will a lion cry out of his den if he has taken nothing?
Alright, go ahead.
Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth with no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, that people not be afraid?
Yeah, man. The things that are happening in this world, it's already set. Ain't nobody gonna fall without something to trip you. Alright? Not just your leg ain't gonna just collapse. When your leg collapse, it had to be an angel. You know? Give you a nice little clip. Your leg give out, you know. Or just stroke you know what I'm saying? Just different things like that. That's just the point. Basically, all these things are happening because the Lord, through different entities, maybe angelic or maybe the demonic spirits, but he is orchestrating these things. Okay, go ahead.
Shall there be evil? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? People gotta realize that. Alright? Alright? The Lord is the orchestrator of everything. Now we're done with that. We're gonna get into John 3:16. Alright?
John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Keep on reading this for you since you like it so much. Give me Ezekiel. This whole because you're right, you gotta read out of the New Testament. And you gotta read out of the Old. Alright? And you can't check this. You gotta read the whole Bible. Right? And the Bible don't contradict itself. Right? Just because you hear something that sounds like you have salvation doesn't mean you have it. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 9. And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein.
That roll of the book is the Bible. Alright, go ahead.
Oh, so like no, I gotta go to text. You want me to go into it or go straight to it?
Switch chapters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go into it.
And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentation and mourning and woe.
Yep, lamentation and mourning and woe. The Bible is filled with lamentation, mourning and woe. Alright, go ahead.
Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest.
Eat that thou findest. So everything you find in the Bible, eat. If the Lord sets a plate before you, alright, you gotta eat that whole plate. Eat your veggies, eat your meat. Alright? Drink your juice, eat your dessert, whatever you do, but you gotta eat everything. Alright, when it's dealing with the scriptures, you gotta eat from Genesis to Revelation. The Lord set this whole plate before you. Alright, go ahead.
Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel.
Yep, and go speak into the house of Israel. So you can't act like we read John 3:16. Alright? You know what it says. Alright? You read John 3:16. You're quite clear. Right? Have you read Acts? Have you read the book of Joel, the second chapter? Alright? Have you read Revelations? Alright? Have you read these books? Okay? Go ahead.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll.
Yep, he caused me to eat that roll. So the impression you try to put on me, really that's a demon on you that you don't read the whole Bible. Because I'm going to ask you this. Have you read the book of Obadiah? You read the whole book of Obadiah? So what did it say about Esau? What's the book of Obadiah implying to Esau? asking you what you read. I'm asking you say you read it 7 times. But what the book of Esau says about Edom, what the book of Obadiah says about Esau. Huh? You don't know, you read the book 7 times? I read about 3 or 4. And I can tell you. You know? What?
He's smarter than him.
You're smarter than me. I don't have a photographic memory anymore. I used to.
Nah, it's not about that. It's about what you receive in your spirit. Okay? Yeah. What's your nationality? What was your dad say?
I was adopted, but I know how German is.
Well, you just hope that you're in
Is this the real one?
That's what it is. That's the Bible. Right? And that's what I'm going with. Because the Bible don't fail me. And that the Bible is reality. Right? So the judgment. Every Edomite is against you. You might not be able to. You might think you're an Edomite, but you might not. You don't know. Alright, at the end of the day, if you're an Edomite, then you're against him. You just don't know. You don't know. Hey, then you gotta try the spirit by the spirit. I'm not saying you're an Edomite. I'm not saying that you're not an Edomite. I'm not saying that you are. It's like I told the African, go home, read your Bible, pray that you're not an Edomite. Pray that the Lord reveals to you who you are, and you'll find out. So I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not really getting, I guess I'm not getting the impression, because the scriptures say, even there with the wheat and the tares. So, because it's not hard to explain. The scriptures tell you about wheat and tares. Right? The wheat and the tare look exactly the same. They're different. And it looks like an Edomite from the face, but Alright, I got a rebuttal for you. Ready for this? The dog breeds does not breed the same.
Exactly, not going to exactly know.
Okay, but a dog is not equal to us. The dog knows that. The dog knows it. You say
I actually have more respect for animals than this man.
they were created by the same thing. About the creatures came out abundantly out of the water. That was human beings also. But dogs breed the same thing. Whales breed the same thing. They're not equal to us. There's order. At the end of the day, there's order. No matter what you do, it's what you are. So if you tell a dog to sit, the dog is going to tell you to do just like you. The dog is going to sit because it knows in its spirit that you're a brother. So the Bible said he gave man dominion over the animals.
St. Matthew 13 and 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way.
That's the so-called white man. The right to seed was Israelites. The enemy came in and sown in bad tares. Right? So basically what happened, just like in slavery, what happened? They raped our women and they planted their seeds into our women, and then the children come out with blonde hair, all kinds of things, but they came out. If a man has sex with a woman, whatever child that woman has, they go based off the man. So if a black man has sex with a white woman, that child is black. White man has sex with a black woman, that child is white. Right? But you have to use some common sense when you think about it. If a black man has sex with a white woman, that child is a boy and comes out as black, right? That black boy is going to look a little bit lighter. Now that black boy has sex with another white woman, and he has another boy, and keep on doing it, eventually that child's going to look white, right? That's what happens to us as a nation, is that especially with Italians, Sicilians, we mixed with them so much that we started looking like them, right? With the Irish, right? The Italians, the Sicilians, and the Irish, we mixed with them a lot, right? And we became, yeah, Scottish. It's about the same thing, around the same area. So,
But
basically,
as a person, so like you're
so we leaning toward Esau now. Nah, he created, we just rated, he created us all different. Some blessings unto honor, and some unto wisdom. That he has chosen, for the chosen people. Or what the chosen people according to God.
according to God, or all God's children.
Nah, according to the Bible. Alright, that's why I said. We gotta, it's all about the Bible. Alright, we gotta get to John 3:16 and we want to tell people.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 8. That is, they which are children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Alright? So the children of the flesh are not the children of God, because we are children of God. Everybody's not the children of God. Everybody are, it's like everybody is a child of God, but everybody's not a child of God. When I say not a child of God, it's you're not the chosen, or the Lord doesn't deal with you. But when I say you are, everybody is a child of God, everybody comes from, every spirit comes from God. Alright? But there's a chosen. There's a chosen. They're the white. No, the Israelites. The Israelites are the chosen. The Bible says that.
Isaiah 41:8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen.
Yep, we are the chosen. Right? Israel are his servant, Jacob whom he have chosen. He created all the nations, but he have a chosen nation. And guess what that chosen nation is here to do? It's here to govern the earth. They're here to run the earth. They're orchestrated and put it back in order. Alright? But right now, us as a nation, we're not running the earth. So that's why it's out of order. That's why you have violence. That's why you have murders. That's why you have homosexuality. That's why you have wars. Because we're not running the earth. Because if we were running the earth, people would have peace. It may sound hard what we're saying, but when we're speaking, it's true. Alright? When we speak about racism and everybody not coming together, that's true. Alright? Because everybody coming together, they would be together. Alright? They would be together. You wouldn't have suburbs and ghettos. You just have America. That's it. Everybody have the same type of house, living just as good, getting paid just as much. No. There's separation. There's people with low jobs, there's people with high jobs. There's some people with the high jobs, and so-called white people. Alright? Now, a couple so-called white people suffer, they at the bottom with us. That's it. That's their fault. Alright? And you better hope it's not your fault. That's all I can say.
I don't think it's a fault in the first place. I'd rather not have a high paying job. I just feel like now, I don't think people call it a cost. It kind of upset me with these things. But not all money. I didn't choose my state.
Man, I ain't choosing to be an Israelite, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
But you're part of it.
Hey, it was a point in time when I used to be low lie upset with the fact that I was dark skinned because I knew before I came to the truth, I knew I would be treated bad. Alright? And I'm like, I didn't bring it. I didn't want this. But shit had somebody I had to deal with. So once I found out I was an Israelite, I'm like, cool. I'm all good. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we don't choose who we are, but you have to accept it at the end of the day, no matter who you are. You know, so that's what it is. You have to accept it. And all I can tell you is just hope that you're Israel. Because at the end of the day, all the nations of Edom are in it. Every nation, and it's been a fact. Alright? What was there when you was being raped, robbed, and murdered for 400 years? Alright?
Well, you know what? I don't agree with that. And actually, I was glad I looked back at my genealogy and I had no part of that.
Hey, if for that reason, you better hope you're not a heathen. That's all I can tell you. You gotta stick to the scriptures. if you believe that you're going to be saved by the Lord, believe this, that only Israelites can be saved. You can't accept that, then you're in the right spirit. This is not for you. If you believe that only Israelites can be saved, get into the scriptures, and hope that you're Israel. It's like I was reading with the wheat and the tares. The wheat was sown among the tares. The enemy came in and sowed seed. Alright? And we're scattered about the four corners of the earth. So we're going to come out looking like different nations. Alright? But at the end of the day, all I can tell you, because I don't know who you are at the end of the day, I kind of look like Edomite. I can try your spirit, but the Lord knows at the end of the day. Finish reading that. I'm going to show you what it says. Drop it. We're gonna finish this up. I want to finish this question.
Sorry.
Matthew 13:25. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way.
Yep, that's just like, Israelites, then you had Edomites. Edomites snuck in, started sleeping with our women. And then that child that came out as a boy, he probably looked like an Israelite, probably looked like a Negro, but it's actually a Negro. Right? That's what happens out here.
But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also.
Yep, then appeared the half-breeds, or they look like us, but they're not us. All right? Or they look like other nations, but they're all of our people. All right? Go ahead.
So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in the field? From whence then had the tares?
Yep. So the good seed of the Israelites. So we're the good servants saying, well, aren't there Israelites out there? So why are there enemies among us, or Israelites among the other people? All right. Go ahead.
He said unto them, an enemy hath done this.
Enemy hath done this. They have enemies. Right?
The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them.
There you go. So we can't sit here and say, hey, you're an Edomite straight off. You look like that, but we don't know straight off. So basically, I can't gather you up and sit here and stamp a judgment on you, because we have to wait on the Lord. And the Lord, the angel, going to come down and say, it's going to get to a point that it's actually going to be a physical war. And somebody might run up, Israel run up and be about to kill you. And the angel will come down and say, hold up, that's an Israelite. She look like an Israelite, that's an Israelite.
So what happens to children? I hate that word that you used, Tom.
Out of next it said, Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest,
The harvest is so-called judgment.
I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them.
Yep. All right. So if you're say not mixed. It's not mixed. There's no such thing as mixed. It's if your dad is an Edomite and your mom is an Israelite, then that child is going to be an Edomite. Like Lenny Kravitz, he's not our people, but he looks black. All right. So Lenny Kravitz looks just like one of us. He's the actual Edomite. So when it's wartime, we have all right to put him to death, because he's not our people, even though he look like it. Right? Just like the flip-flops on your hand, you may look like an Edomite, but at the end of the day, only the Lord knows what your spirit is based off you being mixed so much. Your dad, your grandfather's grandfathers could have been an Israelite. Right? But at the end of the day, the Bible says avoid foolish questions and endless genealogies. All I can really do right now is go off the spirit. You got Italian, German, you got Native American, you have all that. Italian and Native American is Israelites. Most likely Italian, but Native American Israelites. Right? So I can't really sit here and say you're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? But I can sit here and tell you that Edomites will not make it. That's a fact, right? So at the end of the day, you just gotta hope and pray that you're an Israelite. Because only the Israelites are gonna make it. Right? So that's that. And decision. He's going to destroy all Edomites. That's what I'm going with. Alright, let's get to this guy. He looks like he's getting patient.
Sorry.
That's
Thank
good.
you for your time.
No problem.
God bless y'all.
I know.
Yeah, I walk down there a lot of times.
Get on.
Don't you work at a bar down there? No?
No, I usually buy hot dogs a lot of times.
I thought you worked at that one bar down there.
Let's get it.
And thanks for the $2. You dig with these guys?
John chapter 3, verse 16.
I understand why
For God so loved the world
I agree with that.
that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Edomites,
All right.
Edomites can be saved. You know, I think probably
He's lying to you. He's lying to you. Give me that with the
Do you guys vote? Did you vote the last election, anybody?
No, we don't believe in that.
Okay, well what about...
I don't
See,
know.
I don't either.
You think I voted for Obama, huh?
No matter who you
That's
vote.
messed up.
Oh,
That's
wow.
racist.
No matter who
I
you
did not
vote.
vote for Obama.
What did he say?
The parable of the seed. The seed fell by the wayside. I'll read you something real
No,
quick. You
wasn't
have to pay attention.
wasn't some of the disciples of Jesus or the followers, weren't they Greek? Isn't Greek about as wide as you can get? Like when I studied ancient Greek and classical Greek mythology and literature history in college in New Mexico, the guy said at the beginning of the class, he says, they talk about dead white males. You don't get more dead, white, or male than the ancient Greeks, right? They had a whole lot of
That's not true. That's not true. Because Greece, no, really, Rome was just, and I say just when I say it's an exact replica of America.
I don't
Now, when you think of Rome, or when you think of America, the American flag of pure American, you think of white people. But there are other nations mixed in that nation. Rome is the same way. You think of Rome, you think of Greece, you think of pure white people. But no, they were mixed. They had a mixed multitude because it tells you how they accepted foreign owners. They had mercenaries. All right, Septimius Severus. He was a Phoenician. A Phoenician is a so-called African, but really it was an Israelite. All right, a gentleman. Okay, so you can't say a Greek is white as a get. That's who they lied to. It's like I told the other girl, she wasted her money because they flunked that lie to her. Common sense, you know Rome was a mixed multitude.
So you're telling me you think Greeks are not Edomites?
Because you know,
Are they part of your
you know, I'm gonna tell you,
tribe?
you know, I'm gonna prove to you.
Okay.
Was Paul not a Roman?
Paul was a Roman citizen. He was a Hebrew.
He was a Roman citizen.
He was a Pharisee, son of a Pharisee. He was
Now I'm
also
gonna
a Roman
tell you about
citizen.
Rome. I'm gonna tell you something about Rome. Rome ain't a nation. Rome did not start out with a nation. It really started out with the Japhetic nation, not white people. It started out with a Japhetic nation. That's cut number one. Cut number two, Rome is just like America. It's not a nation of people. It's a blend of different people that just go down as a nation.
Well, what I remember studying is Rome started out as Rome, then they conquered all the other tribes in Italy, and they were Italians they made them Roman citizens. Then eventually, when they conquered all the Mediterranean, at first, like I said, when the Romans went to Palestine, they were the Romans and they were not Roman citizens. But eventually, Roman citizenship was voted, like in the late Roman Empire, to all citizens of the empire.
At the end of the day, we had
A German who was if he did Sackville, was one of the Roman side was a Roman.
But
So
at the
was
end
a
of the day,
Spanish.
it was a mixed multitude of people. So you can't say Romans were white. They were not white. There was,
No,
there was
it's the same.
Africans, there was Israelites, there's Latin. So if you're Roman, it doesn't say, oh, you're white.
But what about Hannibal?
He was Hamite. No, he was Hamite. No, it's like he was Phoenician, which would, they would say he's a Hamite, but he was an Israelite. Hannibal, and that's like I said, Septimius Severus. He came from the same land. All right. The story of Sparta. The Spartans. If you watch the movie The Spartans, they were Greeks. Those were Greeks. Those were Israelites. The Bible tells you about that in the book of Maccabees. The Lacedaemonians. If you look up the Lacedaemonians, it'll say Sparta. And the Bible tells you that the Lacedaemonians come from the stock of Abraham. All right. And in Maccabees, the book of Maccabees, it says we're brothers. We're same tribe. They were Greeks. The Spartans were Greeks. When you watch the movie 300, those are supposed to be dark skinned.
I don't even watch the movie. I go back and read the ancient Greek tests like Thucydides.
So
and
you should have read,
Herodotus.
if you read that, you would know that the Spartans were Israelites.
Say that again.
Get it?
Maybe it's some dumb movie Hollywood put out and said they were.
No, because he even got the 300 book and they picture them all dark skinned. The movie is what came.
Somebody got we're gonna show you, Because you say you get into all these books, right? History tells you that the Lacedaemonians are Spartans. Remember that, the Lacedaemonians are Spartans.
Yeah, I don't think it's highlighted in this.
I don't know how to spell it correctly, but they should. Lacedaemonians, yeah. Lacedaemonians, that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Let me back up a little bit. You see that? Lacedaemonians.
I'm blind. I can't see that.
But it says
It's a white screen.
All right, I'm gonna read it. It says Lacedaemonia may mean Laconia, a modern regional unit of Greece, the ancient region of Greece. Okay, now let's read this. All right, Lacedaemonia, the name borne by the city of Sparta. Right? Sparta is what Spartans were. Right? Now let's read this in the Bible.
This is 1 Maccabees chapter 12, verse 6. Jonathan the high priest and the elders of the nation,
Which were Israelites. Right? Go ahead.
and the priests and the other people of the Jews, unto the Lacedaemonians, their brethren,
Their brother.
send greeting.
It's in green. They got more. They got another one.
In verse 21, it is found in writing that the Lacedaemonians and Jews are brethren, and that they are of the stock of Abraham.
And that's Maccabees, so you accept the Apocrypha.
That's a Maccabees. That's still Bible. That's still the Bible. That's all the Bible. So it's telling you, that's my point, proving that Greeks were Israelites too. You know, Aristotle.
Okay, now, you proved your point. Believe me, you're right. Now, let me ask you this. Now, I said I consider myself a Christian. I also believe in reincarnation. I found several things in the Bible proving reincarnation, like John the Baptist says,
Hold up, I want to get this. We're going to get into that, but I want to get something for you so you can watch out that seed among the wayside and things like that. All right? Because as soon as after we gave you all that, we gave you that knowledge, okay, you got up and try to.
No, I told you, you were right.
No, not just now. We're talking about beforehand. You said that Edomites could be said.
Matthew 13 and 18. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart.
Yeah, so you hear that word, and what's it, understanding not?
Yeah, understanding not, like they don't really understand
Yeah,
that.
if you can't really get it, then the wicked one will come up and take it away. Alright, so that's one answer.
But I was telling them,
This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, and with joy receive it. Yet hath he not root in himself, but endureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of word, by and by he is offended.
Alright, so now you don't want to be that seed by the wayside, because we just gave it to you. It may be hard to comprehend here and there. You got to sit down on it. You got to further study. But he came and said Edomites can't be saved after I sat there and broke it down to you. All right. So he tried to come and take whatever little that you receive. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I say, go home and read. All right. Go home and read. That's what you have to do. All right. You can hear what I say. You can hear me say, go home and read, because you don't want the wicked one to come and take whatever you got.
Right.
All right. At the end of the day, because I can't save you, he can't save you, only you can save you. So you have to do what you got to do to get saved. You got to do your job.
Did he call you an Edomite?
He said he didn't know whether I was one or not. So he can't judge me. There's only one person.
I mean, now judgment, we can't place judgment, but we can't do it inaccurately. All right, we have to follow by the book. If I see a man out here with a dress on, I can say you're wicked. I can say that I can judge him because he's wearing a dress. A man is not supposed to wear a dress. So I can say that. So, but I can't judge on something that I don't know. All right, that's not fair. It's not right. It's not just. So me saying, "Oh, the Lord is going to put you to death because you're Edomite," I don't know if you're Edomite or not. So I can't sit here and just point out and say it. Right? Unless the Spirit reveals to me that you are.
What's your opinion on Martin Luther King?
What?
What's your opinions on Martin Luther King?
Oh my God.
Sellout?
Martin Luther King's a sellout
Why? Why do you say that?
because he went against the scriptures.
What about Malcolm
He
X?
believed all people should be together.
What about Malcolm
He
X?
sold out too. All
He
right.
became a Muslim.
Yeah, they killed him because he didn't. Once you go and do your own thing, all right. Martin Luther King was a Mason, all right. If you're a Mason, you're automatically not in the right mind, not in the right spirit. Because Masons are completely wicked, all right. Just like what's that president? Damn near all the presidents are Masons, all right. But the Masonic belief is that Lucifer is their God. Martin Luther King is a Mason. He believes Satan is his God. Alright? But he knows that he was an Israelite, but he was getting paid off. Okay? He was getting paid off by the high elite to tell everybody to come together. He was forced to do that.